What's good, y'all? Elvis here. So I'm kind of on vacation right now. I'm on like a little trip with my girls. You know what I'm saying? Like broadening my horizons and stuff. If you're familiar with me, you know I'm a workaholic. I'm gonna find something to do, whether it's barbering, now poetry, education, music, stuff like that. Like I'm gonna find something to do. It's very rare that you'll ever see me bored. But when I tell people I don't take vacations or I feel uncomfortable on vacation, they're always trying to tell me about work-life balance. And that's starting to get on my nerves because work-life balance is a whole hoax. Don't believe the hype. Some people call it work-life balance. If I even am talking about it, I like to call it work-life equilibrium because it's not a thing that's like static. Like once you balance your work and life in one season, you're going to have another season where it's going to be skewed. And it's kind of constantly be in flux. You feel me? But also the whole idea of work-life balance is kind of off. Like it's a whole fallacy because life is what we call meaningful work. Work is the work that we do that doesn't pay us in the highest form of currency that we accept. The highest form of currency that we accept is just intangible shit like peace, security, loving connection. You know what I'm saying? A certain amount of uncertainty, contribution, things that we appreciate on the highest level. Those are the things that we consider life. Playing with your dog, in this experience, making memories, blah, 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 blah. They pay us in a currency that is intangible. The lowest level of currency somebody can pay us is money, for real. And the work that feels like work, because we're just paid with money or paid with moving the process forward on what we consider menial task in our life. That's what we consider work. But life is just meaningful work. It's the work you want to do. People consider relationships as a big part of life as far as your life balance. But relationships are work. Anything that grows requires work for it to grow, even if it doesn't feel like work. Like you spend a lot more energy doing things that you like for the sake of you enjoying it than you do for the things that you're reluctantly wanting to do. If somebody invites you to go do something that you want to do, you'll jump up and do it quick. But if they invite you something that's against what you're currently prioritizing, you're not going to rock with it. You're going to roll out of bed, I'm on the way, and take your time. And there's nothing wrong with that because everybody has different priorities and incentives. There's something wrong with it when we're ignoring other people's priorities and incentives, but then also trying to require certain things from them. The same with us, like on an individual level. If I'm ignoring how I really feel about something, I'm going to get a lower output. I'm not going to enjoy myself, the different forms of payment that I could receive. I'm going to shrug off. It's not required to build a life that you want to escape from on a regular basis. I guess that's my issue with a vacation mentality about things. Because for the things that matter in your life, you don't take vacation from. You spend more time with it. So I'm like, why not just make that the basis of your life? I'm not saying this is what people should do, but this is me sharing my experience. The best thing I ever did was drop out of college. Not because dropping out of college was the best money-making move or other things like that. It was the first decision I made for myself. And every decision after that, even in the twists and turns where, let's say I dropped out of college to go to barber school, and then I finished barber school, dropped out of college again because COVID happened. And I thought a lot of time was wasted. But no time, no energy, no money is wasted if you learn the lesson. There's just some lessons that are more expensive than others. I went to North Carolina A&T for chemical engineering, and I was 3/4 of the way through my curriculum. I knew some engineering was some shit that made sense for me. It was great for me, but it wouldn't lead to life on my terms. But I also had started cutting hair just for the fun of it because I love doing that. You know what I'm saying? I love the artistry in it. I love that it's a craft. There's multiple layers that I can fall in love with after one level gets kind of easy and I want to challenge myself in a new direction. I didn't feel limited in any way, but I knew the decision I made to drop out of school, because I could have did both. I just wouldn't have did either as effectively. But I knew that if I was reluctantly signing up for things in my life, I was going to reluctantly put in a certain amount of effort. And I wanted to run it up. I had a talk with God. Like, there was a tropical storm that happened to pass by, like, right before I decided to drop out. And I had a talk with God, and I was like, hypothetically, if this storm come out and wipe out all my shit, would I be happy with the life that I'm living? And I realized, nah. Because this shit was, I was doing this shit for other people's expectations. I knew my heart was in barbering since before college, but I didn't take it serious. I don't want to divert energy to this when I have a bigger expected mission from me and the people around me over here. So I wanted to do what would make people happy for me, not what would make me happy for myself. So once I dropped out, it was like a snowball effect that led to an avalanche of me doing what the fuck I wanted to do. And there's a bunch of times where I half crashed out and I fucked up here, fumbled this, fumbled bags, so many bags. But I picked up so many skills that allowed me to create my own bag, my own lane. You feel me? And the path only shows itself when you're looking backwards. It's not something like God will let you know, like, hey, you're missing the line, stop, don't go in this direction, but he's not going to let you know every exact step. Don't expect for someone to show you a map to your destination. They can show you how to get a little further along the journey, but they can never show you to your destination because that is your destination. I give somebody the blueprint for everything I did. They can never do it like me because they don't like the things that I like for the reasons that I like them. Even with barbering, now people consider me, like, if not one of the greatest barbers in Greensboro, like, I'm in the conversation. And that's cool, but that shit don't mean nothing to me. I didn't do this for how other people felt. When you believe in yourself and your ability, you never quit, and people see you fumble over and over and over again, most people will stop action towards their dream because they're worried about people seeing them fail. The funny thing is, nobody that concerned about you for real. People only pay attention and keep track of all the shots that you make, not the shots that you take. Nobody is that invested in seeing you fail. Everybody wants to see you win. They just don't want to feel bad. So if the emotion of them feeling bad about themselves just happens to be higher than how much they want to see you win, you just have a hater. But it's like they still want to see you win. Even the people that are talking shit about you, it's coming from misplaced love. You reflect something in them that they want to see in themselves, but they don't. But it's there. I used to be a hater too. I used to be concerned with how people felt about shit too. Then I woke up and looked around me and realized everybody has their own problems, and their problems are way bigger to them than your problems are to them. That's why they're talking about your problems, to distract them from their problems. I don't have any haters. I don't have any enemies. I just have antagonists. Sometimes you got to be a villain in someone else's story to be a hero in your own. And sometimes that has nothing to do with you. You didn't write it. You just live in it. So, you know, if you keep it up with the channel, I'm making videos again, and I'm not doing any kind of content schedule. I'm just making them how I feel, because this shit is starting to turn into a job for me. Like, in my work-life equilibrium, this used to be more considered life, but slowly started turning into work as I've been wanting to automate things and have expectations of this, and that. Everything that really grew beyond my expectations in life were the things that I didn't give expectations to. My expectations are limitations. Oh, golly, I needed to hear that. It's why I like making videos. I be saying shit that I need to hear. Because I'm talking at y'all, but I'm talking to myself. Either my past self, my future self, my current self. Hey, nigga, tighten up. You feel me? But appreciate y'all. If y'all haven't already followed your boy, you can follow me at Cuts by Elvis, at Better Barbering. I got Better Barbering coaching available. Feel free to hit me at Better Barbering on IG. If you like the video, you know, like, subscribe if you feel like. I'm not pressed. I'm not thirsty about it, you feel me? Until next time, Craft of a Clout, I'm out.